Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I've got an updated heroic Rock Titan video for you. Basically, I did a video way back when with a number of teams, and I just want to update it today since we've moved on since then and got some really cool teams and big scores to share with you. So without further ado, like and subscribe if you like the content. Let's get into it. So I've got 6 teams I want to share with you today. Big damage teams. Some of them obviously don't do as much, but they're all pretty good teams and there's no overlap here. This is all one raid. 6 teams for one raid, all on Rock Titan. So this first one we've got Triton, Stitch, Jafar, Jack Skellington and Baymax. And effectively this is the Jafar Hourglass glitch. What you're going to do is give Jafar Triton's Boon. He needs to have Triton's Boon, so you're going to basically use Prismatic Blessing with Triton. You're also going to hopefully land Defense Down with Stitch. I like to patient Triton here because I want him to be the one to survive at the end. And you're going to land Fear with Jack. So this is a very, very easy run, very, very quick run. The only thing you have to watch out for here is Jack, because he can proc the Hourglass and make it go down quicker before you can give Jafar Triton's Boon. So if Jack is passively hitting the Rock Head with Hourglass, he might reduce the timer. So one thing to be wary of there. Stitch can also land debuffs, which can, on his basic, which can push down the time a little bit more. So I aim for the other head with him. And we're ready to do it. So I'm going to get a little bit of extra damage on that head. And there we go. That's the damage done. That's the run done. It's a very, very quick run. Now normally I get a Rock Bash there and it kills everyone but Triton. And then I can use Die on Triton and hopefully get some nice buffs and use his big special just to land a bit more damage. But in this instance that didn't happen, so I just used it then and there because I still had Stitch alive. And you use that middle attack just to get some more damage, and there we go. Didn't manage to get an extra turn before the insta-kill. That's okay. This wasn't the best run. It wasn't really that optimized. If you want to check out a better run, go check out my last video that I did with the Jafar Hourglass glitch. Now, moving on. So we've got this Ursula Pain and Panic Hades team. This is effectively your Machine Gun Hades. Now, there's variations of this team. I actually really like the Corella version as well, but the Frollo version just gets a little bit more damage off. Effectively, what you want to aim to do is get Frollo minions out and Queen of Hearts minions out, because they're going to overlap and they're going to kill someone, and the aim is to kill an eel and proc both Hades and Ursula. Use Pain and Panic to reduce turn meter on one head only, and as you can see there, obviously managed to get an eel destroyed and get both Ursula and Hades empowered. Now the main thing now is using Pain and Panic's basic. You see how it increased the blind on the left hand side. You just want to increase one side, because if you manage to get to the Rock Bash before empowered, it obviously means that they're going to be able to miss. I don't in this video, unfortunately. I do too much damage before then. And now really it's just spreading out the damage before the timer runs out. Obviously I keep using that basic on one side to extend the blind. That's what Pain and Panic is there for. What we really want to aim for here is to have Hades with 3 of these stacks when we go into empowered. So when the Rock Bash lands, it's going to hit Pain and Panic, it's going to proc We Are Worthless Worms, I believe, which is going to hopefully give Hades some really cool buffs. You want to aim for offense up, crit power up, those types of buffs. because then he's just gonna counter, and these counters are going to be massive. I'm trying to decide now whether, you know, which side. I don't really want to empower. The aim really is to kind of empower before, not empower before the Rock Bash, but my guys do too much damage here, unfortunately. And here we go. You're going to see I do get some nice buffs on Hades here. There you go. Got crit chance, crit power up. So he's doing some big, nice crits here. That's what you want to aim for, really. Use the basic one more time, and then that's the run over. Okay, nearly 600k, not the best one I've ever done, but a decent run anyway. And someone just killed Tornado. Now this next team is one of my favorites. It's this Sully and Mike plus White Rabbit team. Basically, White Rabbit adds another dimension to this team because of the counter stack that he can give to Sully. So you want to land fear on at least one of the heads with Mike. If you don't, restart until you do. Then I'll just remove some turn meter with White Rabbit. I wanted to get another bit of fear, so I use Sully's AoE. You always want to use Sully's AoE to get more fear if you've only got one fear. And you can also do that with White Rabbit as well. But it is obviously a percentage chance. Gonna hopefully reduce the turn meter, which I didn't. Sometimes it gets resisted, which is normal. And now you just want to get damage output before you do a big hit. So I like to spread the damage out on both heads, so that's why I use Sully on the left hand side as well. The aim here is to have White Rabbit go just before Sully, give him a counter attack, even if Sully has got a you know, continuous damage on him, that works really well actually. Because when it's his turn, he'll lose the counter stack, and then he'll get double offense up. So you're going to see here that Sully's going to get double offense up now. He's got double offense up, and he does a 700k hit. I'm pretty sure you could get, you know, an even a million hit if you can land it, if you can somehow get Esme to land a counter stack on Sully as well. I think this can be done even better, but yeah, it's a nice team. You can definitely easily get over a million here, and one of my favorites to run. Alright, moving on. So we're going to be doing our big Ian hit now. Now this team uses two Sorcerer's Chosen. This is one I actually stole from the Forbidden Depth server or the Raid server. I saw a decent run. I think Michaelis did a nice run, or, you know, lots of people have done this run. But yeah, I wanted to try this myself. I've never actually done it with Frozone. So yeah, I wanted to give this one a go. Basically, Frozone's going to land the slows because the problem you have with Rock Titan is he gets very, very fast, and it makes this pretty difficult. So you need to use someone like Shank or Frozone here. But having Frozone means you can slow both heads. And then you just want to put down continuous damage on one side, right? Ignore the other side. Even if you put fear on the other side, you just want to ignore it. Ian can also put down blind, which is really, really helpful in order for you to keep Chunk alive. And eventually, you're gonna freeze up Ian with Frozone to give him a crit power up buff. And you can give him offense up with Wendy. The whole time, you're gonna be using Frozone to hit one head with his slows, because he does obviously big damage with that basic when there is a when the Titan is slowed, because you don't want him to empower. So this really is about kind of timing, I guess. You want to make sure that you don't do too much damage on either side so that it empowers before you get to do the big Ian hit. So that's why you want to spread the damage out, obviously. Just keep making Sally copies and lay down the damage on one side, on this left-hand side, which I've chosen. And yeah, it's a pretty easy run, guys. It's definitely one of the easiest Ian team, I think, on Rock Titan. I know it does use 2 Sorcerers Chosen, but you gotta recognize here that you're sacrificing. You know, you're sacrificing another run for a massive run, effectively. So if you can get, you know, 2 to 5 million with this team, it's a good sacrifice, right? So now I decide to freeze Ian. Gonna keep on the damage on that one side, and next time around I'm gonna give offense up to Ian from Wendy. You can get much bigger runs, guys. This is the thing about all these runs. They're very, you know, they're not optimized. So I just wanted to show you the teams. And here we go. Ian's ready. I think I put it on 1x as well for the big hit. 2.1 million. That's pretty nice. This is a G9 Ian, by the way. So I did finally get into G9. But a very, very nice, very, very good, clean run anyway. There you go, 2.4 million. Okay, next up. Now we've got this Horned King kind of Sensic Hercules mismatch. So you're not going to be able to do as much damage with this version of this kind of Sensic Hercules team, but it still does pretty decent damage anyway. The aim here is really to get the taunts out on both Hercules and Donald, and obviously get Horned King's Cauldron out, because then he will do big damage on his basics. It's just a big damage team. You're not going to land any debuffs on the Titans here, so you're going to have to just hope for crits in that way. But because you've got Donald, Hercules, and Horned King, they all do reasonably big damage. It's not that much of an issue. You can always empower, and you can go a bit above that. This is not the best run by any stretch, but this was just a first time attempt, and I just kept it. Yeah, I like to bring in Hammer because usually Daisy's gonna die, or Mickey can bring them back and, you know, get offense up again, or get a lot of assists. Mickey Disneyland Forever is great on the double rock head. And the aim really in this run is to get Herc empowered. If you don't get Herc empowered, you know, consider restarting and doing this one again. Another mass assist, which goes on this dumb middle head. I hate that, but you know, sometimes it happens. Yeah, another Disneyland Forever, but with offense up this time. The run's about to kind of come to an end. The great thing about the Rock Bash is that Donald ends up countering loads because of all the hits to Daisy. So I've got these two powerhouses left, and you'll see I'll just get to empower now. And that's the run over. Not an amazing run, can definitely be better, but you know, in the absence of someone like Frozone or Jack, who are the better sorcerers chosen for that team, it's a pretty good stand-in. Okay, and last up I've got Genie. So this is a slight variation to the Frozone Genie team that, you know, I did in a previous video, but it still does pretty decent damage. The issue is you're not going to get the undefeatables and the crit power up and stuff like that, you know, the nice stuff that you get from Frozone. And also the slows that Frozone gives initially gives you more time, because by the time that he empowers, he's going to be a little bit further along in terms of, you know, magic for other abilities. So the aim here really is to get Genie debuffed, you know, so restart until Genie gets debuffed. Positioning is very important here, so I like to have Genie at sort of back middle, because, you know, he'll get splash damage and it's easier for him to get debuffed. Merlin is just going to pass magic back to Genie, so if he gets a hit again, he's going to pop another Genie passive, because his passive is going to get all the magic again, you know. And Maurice is just going to copy that copy of Genie that was made by the real Genie, so he makes another real Genie. Does that make sense? And yeah, I aim to keep the main Genie alive really for as long as possible. It kind of works out here that the Titan has such little health left on one side, because on, you know, 2 rock bashes it doesn't really survive that long. So this is kind of optimal, but you're going to see that the health is so low that I actually finished the run really, you know, prematurely, because I killed the Rock Titan. So I'm counting here how many spots I've got in the field. I don't have enough to make another copy, so unfortunately I can't use Shadow, but I've got Shadow ready to put down when the Rock Bash happens. So protecting that real Genie with Zeus. Gonna put down a Shadow. Gonna call Sugar Rush as well. Unfortunately, I have the 3 characters I don't want to have taking the turn next, which is gonna turn me to the Rock Titan. But you see, I'm gonna kill him now in a second. And there you go. Right, I'm just gonna pause it there. So that's it, guys. That's 6 teams there. I obviously used 7 Sorcerer's Chosen, so you're gonna have a couple more to use, you know, on Rock Titan. Obviously, because I killed the Rock Titan here, I didn't have enough time to do any more runs. But you could put some other teams in there that, you know, get someone like Shank into the mix that can land a slow on one side, and maybe Dr. F and, you know, Zerg to do big damage there. But you can also use a Princess team that does a pretty good job on Rock Titan. But for the most part, we've got 6 teams here with really, really good damage. These are teams I'd use. Rock Titan is the one that takes the most kind of energy in getting down and bringing down. You know, the other 3 Titans are pretty straightforward. Tornado we can solo, and then Lava and Ice just go down very, very quickly, you know, towards the end, because they're very, very slow. So Rock Titan's the one I wanted to pick on here really, and I hope you've learned something. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a thumbs up if you did, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.